Hi, Nana. Uh, so today we will learn a topic known as RS configuration or else RS nomenclature. So RS configuration of a molecule. It is also called as absolute configuration of optical isomers. What is the meaning of configuration? Configuration is nothing but a pattern of arrangement of atoms or groups around a chiral atom. Okay. So arrangement of atoms or groups around a chiral atom. So such arrangement will decide the stereochemical properties of that molecule. So such arrangement is called as configuration. The arrangement of the arrangement of atoms or groups, so which will decide the stereochemical properties. So it is called as configuration. See, configuration is of two types: absolute configuration and relative configuration. So first of all, we will learn about absolute configuration. It is also called as RS configuration. Okay. See, in RS configuration or absolute configuration, so first of all, we will assign the priorities for different atoms or groups. Suppose if this is the chiral atom and here it is surrounded by four different groups, now we will assign priorities. So which group will get the first priority and which will get the second and so on. So here the priority of the atoms or groups that surround the chiral center. So that priority order, it is based on the following. It is based on the CIP rules. CIP rules means SIP rules means Corn Ingold Prelog rules. So already we have learnt about the SIP rules while learning EZ nomenclature. So the same rules are applicable here in deciding the priority of the different groups which are attached to the central, chiral center. Okay, so first we will decide the priority. So here priority means based on always the priority SIP rules are based on the atomic number order. So the atom which is directly attached to the chiral carbon, so here its atomic number should be considered. So here if you see, so this oxygen is directly attached. So the atom with higher atomic number will be given higher priority. Hence, so this is oxygen is get oxygen will get number one priority. So next to oxygen is and the next group which is directly attached. This one is two carbon atoms. When two similar atoms are attached directly to the chiral center, then we have to go to the next atom which are attached to these atoms. So here this carbon is attached with three hydrogen atoms, whereas this carbon is attached to oxygen atom. So one oxygen atom and hydrogen atom. So that means, so when first atoms are similar, then we will go to the next place where we will find the first point of difference. So here the first point of difference between these two groups, it is not the first point of difference because these two are same carbon atom. So first point of difference will appear here because here it is this carbon is attached to oxygen, but here this carbon is attached to hydrogen. So this carbon is attached to hydrogen. So all these are hydrogens, but here one hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, suppose already we learned that if it is like this, so it indicates what? So if it is like this, so it is equal to what? It is equal to two oxygen atoms and one hydrogen atom. Okay, and in turn, this oxygen is again it is bonded to carbon. So that means this oxygen is bonded to carbon, and even so like this. So one of the bond should be written normally, and another bond should be written like this. Okay, so now this group is similar to this one. That means this carbon is attached to two oxygens and one hydrogen, whereas this carbon is attached to three hydrogens. So hence, so this carbon will this group will get more priority. So after oxygen, so carbon should be given priority, but these two are having same, these two carbons are same, hence we will go to the next attached atoms. So here, so based on the next attached atom, so this group, this particular group will get priority 2, and this group will get priority 3, and this will get priority 4. So like this, first of all we have to assign the priority for different atoms or groups that surround the chiral center. Okay, after assigning the priority, suppose now we have to check whether the molecule is either in a wedge projection, or else in normal Fischer projection. So here Fischer projection means all the four lines will be solid lines, or else all the 4 bonds will be solid bonds. But here in wedge projection, so two bonds will be wedge bonds. Out of 2 bonds, one is a solid wedge and another one is a dashed wedge, and other two bonds are normal solid bonds. Okay, so look here. So now this is dashed wedge and solid wedge. Okay, so view the molecule. So we have to view this molecule. So in this direction. So suppose this is our eye, and we are viewing this molecule. Okay, so we are viewing this molecule. So view the molecule such that lowest priority is away from the observer. So here actually this is towards the observer and this is away from the observer. So here lowest priority is away from the observer. Okay, and one more thing. Suppose if this is I, so we are looking at this molecule in this direction. So if you look this molecule in this direction, so this will become the right side and this will become the left side. So this will become the right side and this will be the left side. So now what we have to do, we have to convert the wedge projection into Fischer projection. How to convert the wedge projection into Fischer projection? See, so here these two wedges after we have to look into the wedge, okay, between two wedges, and the one which is away, okay, the one which is away. So here which one is lower priority group? So this is left side, and this one is right side. So here we have to write the same structure in Fischer projection by using solid bonds. So this is a chiral carbon atom, and this should be written towards the right side and this should be written towards the left side, because we have to observe, we have to view this molecule in this direction. So that means in this direction, that it should here it is depression. So towards the depression we have to look into. Suppose if it is like this, for example, if it is like this, so we have to view this molecule from this direction. Okay, so this will be away from the observer and this will be towards the observer. So if this is the case, then this will be the right side and this will be the left side. Okay, this will be the right side and this will be the left side. So in that case, so here right side means, so this group, for example, if it is X and if it is Y, then X will be placed here and Y will be placed here. Okay, so here this is our eye. This is nothing but what? Our eye. So we are observing this molecule, or we are viewing this molecule in this direction. Suppose if it is like this, then we have to view the molecule in this direction. Okay, right. So upon viewing the molecule, so view the molecule such that lowest priority is away from the observer. So lowest priority should be away from the observer. Okay, right. Next, so and the remaining 2 bonds, so they will come as usual in the vertical position. The one which is at the top should be written as the top only, and the one which is at the bottom should be written at the bottom only. So now this wedge projection is converted into Fischer projection, and already we have given priority. So here this is 4th priority. So which one is first priority? OH. So this is first priority, and this is second priority. This group is second priority, and this group is third priority, and this group is given fourth priority. Okay, now that means after conversion of the wedge projection into Fisher projection, okay, now we have to go in the direction starting from higher 1 to 2, starting from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. So we have to draw an arrow like this, from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So just neglect the this fourth priority group. Okay, so we have to see in which direction the from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 is given. So it is we have to draw that in the form of an arrow. So now this arrow is indicating anti-clockwise spin or else anti-clockwise direction. So when it is anti-clockwise direction, remember, so when it is clockwise direction, then it is said to be rectus. R means R configuration. R means rectus. S means sinister. Rectus means towards right. Sinister means towards left. So here, so clockwise. If it is clockwise direction, then we have to indicate it as R configuration. But here in this case, it is anti-clockwise direction. Hence, for anti-clockwise direction, then we have to indicate it as S configuration. So here the molecule is having S configuration. Okay, S configuration. One thing we have to keep it in mind. See, actually it should be S configuration, but after writing the configuration, we have to check whether it is correct or not. So in that part, in that checking, so we should see where the lowest priority group is arranged, either vertically or in horizontally. See here, this is the lowest priority group and it is arranged horizontally. If the lowest priority group is arranged horizontally, what happens? So the S configuration, so it becomes wrong, and so its opposite configuration will become right configuration. So now this molecule is having R configuration. When should we write it? Why we have to write it as R configuration? Though the arrow mark is indicating towards the anti-clockwise, the thing here it is, after representing the arrow towards the anti-clockwise, so we came to a conclusion that it is S configuration. But after that we have to check whether it is correct or not. So how do you check? We have to check with the help of lowest priority group. So if the lowest priority group is present in horizontal direction, then we have to take its opposite configuration. So what is the opposite configuration of S? R configuration is the opposite configuration. So from this it is understood finally what is the configuration of this molecule is R configuration and not S configuration. Initially we got it as S configuration, but after that we have to check whether the lowest priority group is present in the horizontal position or not. If it is present in the horizontal position, then the opposite configuration is the correct configuration. Okay, so that means, so this configuration, that means this molecule is is having R configuration but not S configuration. Okay, right. Suppose if it is like this, another group, we will learn this with another example. COOH, CH3, Cl. Okay, so this side now I will write this here like this. Cl. Okay. CH3, and here it is, let us assume it as H. Then, so here these two are wedges. We have to view the molecule through the wedges. Okay, through the wedges only we have to look into the molecule. Okay, so this is our eye. So we have to view the molecule through the wedges. So then, as we are viewing in this direction, so this one will be towards the right side and this one will be towards the left side. Okay, so from this, so this will be the right side and this will be the left side. So the now I can convert this wedge into Fisher projection like this. So the one which is towards the right side, okay, should be written towards the right side only. Okay, here it is towards the left side. Okay, and this is top, on the top, and this is on the bottom. This is on the bottom. Okay, right. So we may assign priorities at the beginning, or else even now also we may assign. Okay, so now, so this this is chlorine, hydrogen, carbon and carbon. So chlorine will get first priority because it is having the atomic number 17, whereas these carbons will get atomic number 6 only. Okay, so out of these two, COOH group will get the next priority after chlorine is COOH group, and the next priority after COOH is third one. Okay, CH3 group, and this will be the fourth priority group. So now, after assigning the priorities and the conversion of this one wedge into Fisher projection, then we have to look into this order from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So we have to draw an arrow. So from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So like this we have to draw an arrow. Okay. Now check whether this arrow is towards the, it is moving anti-clockwise or clockwise. So here it is moving clockwise. So this molecule is having clockwise configuration. Okay, that means configuration means arrangement of groups around the central atom, chiral atom. So this molecule is having clockwise configuration of groups. So hence it should be R. So then the configuration of this this molecule should be R configuration. So but we have to check whether the lower priority group is present in the horizontal position or not. If the lower priority group is present in the horizontal position, immediately we have to take its opposite configuration. So here, so we assume that it is R configuration because it is towards the clockwise, hence we assume it as R configuration. But as the lowest priority group is present on the horizontal line, hence we have to take the opposite configuration to R configuration. So what is the opposite configuration? S configuration is the correct. So this molecule is having S configuration. So it is not having R configuration. So like this, the RS configuration of a molecule can be decided. Okay, right. So that means first of all we have to convert the wedge into Fisher, and afterwards we have to follow this order from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, and we have to draw an arrow, and we have to check whether that arrow is moving clockwise or else it is moving anti-clockwise. So if it is moving clockwise, then assign it as R configuration. But after assigning, first we have to check whether the lowest priority group is present in the horizontal position. So if the lowest priority group is present in the horizontal position, so we have to reverse the configuration. Suppose if it is R configuration, so as the lowest priority group is present on the horizontal, then it will then the configuration will turn to S configuration. Okay, so now we have to consider it as S configuration. So what is the configuration of this molecule? S configuration. So actually what is the what is the IUPAC name of this one? So this is first carbon, second carbon and third carbon. So 3 carbons are there. 3 carbons means propan. Propan. Okay, propanoic acid. Propanoic acid. But here on the first carbon, second carbon and third carbon. On second carbon, chlorine is present. So 2 chloro 2-chloropropanoic acid. It is 2-chloropropanoic acid. But we have to mention the stereochemistry also. How do we mention the stereochemistry? By mentioning whether it is having which configuration, either R configuration or S configuration. So here on second carbon, and the second carbon is a chiral carbon. So we have to write it as 2S. We have to write it as 2S. Put in the bracket. So this is the actual name of the name of the compound. So we have to write the name of the compound. So here hyphen should be kept because number and bracket. So we have to put a hyphen. Okay. So like this. So this is the correct name of the compound. We have to write the name of the compound along with the configuration. Then only it will give the exact stereo configuration of the molecule. Okay. Right. Suppose that means here if the molecule is wedge projection. So we have seen this one. If the molecule is Fischer projection directly, then so here this is about if the molecule is in having wedge projection. So now if the molecule is having Fischer projection, then what we have to do? So here if the molecule is having Fischer projection directly, for example, if it is like this, let us assume it is hydrogen, it is CH3, so it is some group CHO, okay, or it is CH3, let us assume, or it is OH, let us assume. So directly it is Fischer, given in Fischer projection. So now we have to assign the priority order. So this will get the first priority as it is oxygen. So carbon CHO group it is getting second priority, and this will be getting third priority and fourth priority. So here in this way also, if the molecule is direct, if it is in Fischer projection, first we have to assign what? The priority orders to the groups which are attached to the chiral center. Okay, the lower priority group is in vertical line. If clockwise, I mean here, here check whether the lower priority group is on vertical line or horizontal line. Okay, suppose here lowest priority group is on horizontal line. So again the same thing. So if you have to draw an arrow from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. Okay, so don't neglect, I mean here don't consider that the fourth priority is in between. So we neglect that fourth priority group. So we have to check only 1, 2, 3. So in which direction it is present. So we have to draw an arrow. So here, so circular arrow. So in this direction. So that means this is which direction it is clockwise. So if it is clockwise, then it is R configuration. If it is anti-clockwise, then it is S configuration. Like how we have used for wedge projection, in the same way here also. Okay, but after deciding the configuration, finally we have to check whether the given configuration is correct or not. So as it is clockwise, so we assume that it is R configuration, but we have to check the where the lower priority group is present, whether it is present on a horizontal line or else on vertical line. So here the lowest priority group is present on the horizontal line, hence we have to reverse the configuration. So now the configuration will become S configuration. So that means the second carbon is chiral carbon, okay, and it is having S configuration. So the S means, so we have to write to 2S. So which carbon is having that configuration? So it is 2S. Okay, 2S, and we have to write the name of the compound, IUPAC name of the compound. Okay, like this. Okay, suppose if there are two chiral centers in a molecule, then how to write? So for example, there are two chiral centers in a molecule. How to write the RS nomenclature, or else how to write the RS configuration? here, so this is a chiral center, and even this is also chiral center. Generally chiral center is designated with a star mark. Star mark, we have to show the chiral centers by using star marks. So now there are two chiral centers, so every chiral center should have its own configuration. Okay, that means configuration means arrangement of different groups. Okay, so first we will we will decide. See, remember that this is directly what Fisher projection. So while writing the Fisher projection, we have to give numbering from the top to bottom, because always we have to give the number. We have to write the group which is the more highly oxidized group at the top, and even the IUPAC numbering order also given should be it should match the IUPAC numbering order. Okay, while arranging the atoms in vertical longest chain should be written in the vertical line in such a way that the number 1 carbon should be written on the top. Okay, so here suppose here let us check this carbon, the numbering. So this carbon will get numbering 1, this carbon will get numbering 2, and this carbon will get numbering 3, and this will get numbering 4. So this is simply numbering, not the configuration. Okay, so this is second carbon and this is third carbon. So now let us check whether second carbon is having S configuration or R configuration. In order to know whether the second carbon is having S configuration or R configuration, so we have to assign the priority order. So first priority will be given to the oxygen. So here it is 1, priority 1. Okay, next priority is given to this carbon. So actually, so if we consider this as the chiral center, then this will be one group, this will be another group, this will be another group, and this entire thing will be another group. So this entire thing will be considered as the fourth group. Okay, so what is the configuration of this chiral carbon? Second carbon. So what is the configuration of second carbon? Whether it is R configuration or else S configuration, we will check now. See, so in order to check the configuration, so first we have to assign the priority order. So this will be the first priority group. Okay, next this will be the second priority group, and this will be the third priority group, and this will be the fourth priority group. Okay, so this entire group is given third priority. Okay, so now we have to follow this order. I mean 1 to 2, and from 2 to 3 we have to draw an arrow. So from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. So it is following which direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise? So it is following anti-clockwise direction. So if it is anti-clockwise direction, so it should be S. That means the second carbon should have S configuration. But the hydrogen, this particular hydrogen is present in the horizontal position. The hydrogen means here the least priority group on this chiral carbon. So it is present on the horizontal line. Hence the configuration should be reversed. Hence it becomes 2R. That means the second carbon, it is having the configuration of rectus configuration, 2R. Okay, now we will check the configuration of this carbon. So even this is also chiral carbon. So what is the configuration of this carbon? So while deciding the configuration of this carbon, so we have to assign the what we have to do, we have to assign the priority orders first. Okay, so now on this carbon we will assign the priority for these groups based on this carbon. So here, so that means if this is a chiral carbon, then this is one group, this is another group, this is another group, and this will become the another group. Okay, so now, so here directly oxygen, this chiral carbon is directly attached to oxygen, which is having more atomic number than this carbon or else this carbon or else hydrogen. So this should be get priority 1, and next priority will go to this group, because here this carbon is attached to OH group, COOH group and hydrogen, whereas this carbon is attached to 3 hydrogens. Hence this will be given priority 2 and this will be given priority 3 and this will be given priority 4. Okay, right. Now again we have to draw an arrow from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So where is 1? Based on this carbon, this chiral carbon. So this is 1. So from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. That means it is in which order? It is again, it is in anti-clockwise direction. It is in anti-clockwise. So third carbon, its configuration is anti-clockwise, means S configuration. But the hydrogen here, the least priority group, it is present on the horizontal line. Hence we have to reverse the configuration. So that means here R. Even third carbon is also having R configuration. So 2R, 3R configuration. So the what is the configuration of this molecule? So this molecule is having 2R and 3R configuration. That means second chiral carbon, it is having rectus configuration, and even third chiral, here third carbon is the chiral carbon and it is also having rectus configuration. So like this you can write the name of the compound. Okay, so here what is the name of this compound? So here 2R, 3R, and so how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons means butanoic acid. Butanoic acid, because acid group is the important, most priority group. So butanoic acid. But on second carbon OH is present and even third carbon also is having OH. That means 2, 3 dihydroxy. OH means hydroxy, because OH when acid group is present, so then OH group will become the second priority groups, functional group. So this is the most priority functional group. Okay, while learning IUPAC nomenclature we have learned this. Okay, so COOH should be given the first priority and hence it will be written as the suffix, whereas the OH groups are written as a prefix to the root word. So this is a root word. Okay, so here prefix to the root word we have to write. So here 2,3-dihydroxy butanoic acid. So its stereochemistry should be written in the bracket. So that means stereochemistry means the configuration of the chiral center. So the second carbon is chiral carbon and it is having rectus configuration, and even third carbon is also chiral carbon and its configuration is also rectus configuration. Suppose if it is like this, if hydrogen is here and OH is here, then this will be the first priority, this will be the second priority and third priority. So now the order, the direction will change from here to here. Okay, so from here to here means it is clockwise. It should be it is clockwise. Hence, suppose if it is like this, then third carbon, which is chiral carbon, so it is having rectus configuration. But we have to check for the lowest priority group. So this is the lowest priority group. It 4. Okay, hydrogen is the lowest priority group. So it is present on the horizontal line. Hence we have to reverse the configuration. So now it will become 3s. So now this molecule is having 2R and a 3s configuration. So like this, the configuration should be given to the molecules. Okay, in order to specify the exact stereochemistry of the molecule. Okay, right. We'll learn another example. So this is about absolute configuration. Absolute configuration is nothing but RS configuration. Okay, right. So we will learn one more example. Okay, so this is a molecule. Then what is the name of this molecule, and write the configuration of this molecule. So if you observe, so there is only one chiral carbon in it, only one chiral carbon. Okay, and this is one group, this is another group, this is another group, and this is another group. There are 4 different groups. Okay, hence it is a chiral center. Okay, why these two are considered as different groups? Because here, remember that here it is having E configuration. So here it is E configuration, whereas it is having Z configuration. So this is called as Z configuration because these two are towards the same. Zusammen means towards the same direction, and this is one direction. This is another direction. So these two, this one and this one, are opposite in direction. Hence, it is E configuration. So E configuration, and here it is Z configuration. So as this this group is differing from this group in its configuration, hence these two are not same groups. Okay, though formula wise they look similar, but according to stereochemistry or else stereoscopic arrangement, so these two are different. One is E configuration and another one is Z configuration. Okay, so always while assigning the priority, remember that E configuration will be given more priority than the Z configuration. So this is all the rule already we have learnt in our SIP rules while writing EZ nomenclature. So remember that when E and Z are having similar structures, similar molecular formulas, similar formula, then we have to give priority, first priority to E and next priority to Z. Okay. So now, so this is what? This is chiral carbon, and this is carbon, and even this is also carbon, but this is oxygen, this is hydrogen. So I mean to the chiral carbon, the atom which is having directly attached atom which is having more atomic number should be given priority 1. So here this oxygen is having more atomic number because its atomic number is 8. Its atomic, this is carbon, and even this is also carbon. So their atomic numbers are 6 only, whereas the oxygen atomic number is 8. Hence the priority 1 is given to here. Okay, next which one should be given priority 2? So one is E and another one is Z. So E should be given priority, more priority when compared to Z. So here the priority 2 will go here. Okay, and this will get a priority 3 and this will get priority 4. Okay, so this is what priority order. Okay, right. So now check for the configuration. So here always move from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3 we have to draw an arrow. So from 1, where is 1? 1 is here. 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. So in which direction it is moving? It is moving clockwise direction. It is moving clockwise direction. Okay, right. So it is in wedge and wedge projection form. Okay, so we have to convert into Fischer projection. So we have to view through the we have to view this molecule through the wedge. Okay, through the wedges. So if you view the molecule through the wedges, then this will be towards the right side. Towards the left side, and this will be towards the right side. So this will be towards left side. So that means this carbon, if this is the chiral carbon and this is hydrogen towards the left side, and this OH should be written towards the right side. Okay. Okay, now this will be the top. That means, so this will be the top and this will be the bottom. So that means, so this is the I mean we have to draw this in a straight line, horizontal vertical line like this. So like this. So this is the chiral carbon. So this is what? This is Fischer projection of this one. This molecule. Now this is what, this is a hydrogen cell. Priority wise we have to give. So this is priority 1. So here it is E. So priority 2. So this is priority 3, and this is priority 4. So we have to follow 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3. So that means, so which so it is having which configuration? So it is anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means it should have R configuration. R configuration. It should have R configuration. But the lowest priority group, it is present on the horizontal line. Hence we have to reverse the configuration. So that means, so the actual configuration will become S configuration. S configuration. Okay. Then how to write the name of this compound? So we have to count the number of carbon atoms. So here this will be the first carbon. Okay, so first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Heptane. It is heptene because there are 2 double bonds. So where 2 double bonds are present, this is the second carbon and this is third carbon. Okay, sorry, fifth carbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth carbon. So this is third priority, but the carbon is, this is fifth carbon, sixth carbon and seventh carbon. That means on second carbon and on fifth carbon there are 2 enes. So hepta adaine. So because 2 enes means hepta 2,5 diene. Hepta 2,5 diene. Okay, diene. And here, so this is the most important, it should be written as a suffix, secondary suffix. Hence OH means alcohol, ol. So that means on which carbon? So first carbon, second carbon, third, fourth carbon. So that means on fourth carbon ol is present. Okay, so this is the IUPAC name of the compound. This is the IUPAC name of the compound. Okay, hepta 2,5 diene 4-ol. But we have to write the configuration. So while writing the configuration, so here there is even EZ nomenclature is also present. So here, so this is second carbon. On second carbon you will find E configuration. That means on second carbon E configuration is there. On second carbon is having E configuration. Third carbon, so leave it because so here this configuration is E configuration. So E configuration we have to write only on the lower carbon. So is third carbon and second carbon. So out of third and second carbon, so we have to mention the lower carbon only. So that means 2E. Don't write 3E. Okay. So next, this is the third carbon. Okay. Next, fourth carbon. Fourth carbon is having which configuration? Fourth carbon is having S configuration. So that means 4S. And this is fifth carbon. Fifth carbon is having which configuration? This is Z configuration. So that means 5Z. So we have to write the entire configuration of the groups like this. So here it is having EZ configuration as well as RS configuration. So here R configuration is not there, S configuration is there. So this carbon, this particular second carbon is having E configuration. This fifth carbon is having Z configuration and the fourth carbon is having S configuration. Okay, so we have to write the name of the compound like this. Or else, so here EZ should be written together. So 5Z and 4S. So this is the configuration of the compound. So this is what is a anti-clockwise. But here on horizontal position hydrogen is there. Anti-clockwise, that means yes, but on lowest priority group is present on the horizontal line. So that means we have to reverse the configuration. So it is R configuration. So that means what is the configuration? It is R configuration. So this is the actual name of the compound along with the configuration. Okay. See, R and S do not indicate dextro or levo. Write one point. R or S. R and S, they do not indicate indicate dextro or levo. Dextro, but R and S are optical isomers to each other. R and S are optical isomers to each other, enantiomers, but they do not indicate dextro or levo. Okay, because this here here the configuration is expressed by looking into the molecule, but not dextro and levo. So here it should be given based on the experiments only. But here we are giving R and S. We are writing whether this configuration is R configuration or S configuration. It is just by looking into the molecule only we are giving configuration. Okay. Okay, R and S configuration, it is given only just by looking into the molecule, but it is not experimentally given thing. Okay, hence R and S does not indicate dextro or levo. Okay, however, if R isomer is experimentally proved as, if R isomer is experimentally proved as dextro, okay, dextro means plus, okay, dextro rotatory, dextro means dextro rotatory, then automatically, then then the S isomer, okay, then S isomer will be what? S isomer will be levo isomer. So if R is determined experimentally as dextro rotatory isomer, then automatically its S isomer will become levo isomer. Okay, right? So we will learn the other concept in the next video.